I'm going to start the webinar. But just before I do, just remember, if we've got any questions that you think of as we're going through the webinar, please make sure you put them in the Q&A section. So it's just to the left of the chat. And then right at the very end, we'll have a bit of a Q&A session in case we've got any questions that need answering. And of course, there will be a prize up for grabs today. It will be £50 or €60 or £50 or euros or $60, depending on where you are in the world. So I'll be asking you a question right at the end. So don't forget about that as well. Okay, here we go. So I haven't got anyone else doing this with me today. So if you can't hear me or a video isn't playing properly, please somebody just put it in the chat and let me know. Otherwise I won't be able to see it. But welcome to our Playa Hotels and Resorts webinar today. We thought it'd be really good just at the start of the year to do an intro again, really top line, just to explain who Playa are, which properties we have, and why we're a little bit different from some of our competitors' all-inclusive properties. So to start off with, I'm sure some of you recognise me, but my name is Jade and I represent Playa Hotels and Resorts in the UK and Ireland. Always here to support agents, so please use me. Very easy to contact on email. You can pick up the phone. Always welcome a phone call. Happy to help. And we also have an amazing sales team in the US. So again, any US agents that are listening, you might recognize some of these faces. And if you don't, please have a look and get in contact with your business development manager that covers your area. We also have the same in Canada. So again, you might recognise some of these faces, and if you don't, and you're a Canadian agent, please connect with your sales team, because they're exactly there to help you as well. And we also have BDMs in France and other parts of Europe. So we're quite well covered. No matter where you are, you've usually got one of us that can help with anything Playa, which is absolutely fantastic. So moving on to Playa as a whole. So Playa Hotels and Resorts have unique brands under that family. So again, you'll probably recognise some of these brands, and they're all inclusive. So if you think Playa, think all-inclusive, think Caribbean, think 4, 4.5 and 5 star, and that's exactly what we've got under our collection. So we have Hilton all-inclusive, we've got the Hyatt Ziva and Zalara all-inclusives, the Wyndham Outras, our Jewel Resorts, Sanctuary Cap Cana, and our Tapestry collection by Hilton. And what I love is that no matter kind of what budget you've got and what kind of traveller you are, whether that's travelling alone or in a couple or as a family, we literally have a hotel and product that would suit every single person and budget, which is wonderful. So I'm going to start with just a short video to introduce some of these brands. And then just looking at on a map, so we have 25 hotels and we continue to grow, and we're located in 3 amazing destinations. So we have properties in Mexico, Jamaica and the Dominican Republic. So a good choice for customers that are particularly interested in the Caribbean and Mexico. And why Playa? You know, we get asked this a lot, especially in places like Mexico. There's a lot of competition. There are a lot of hotels that are offering, you know, that high-end 5-star all-inclusive. So what makes us different? It's definitely, you know, our food and beverage. Our all-inclusive is not compromised. You can eat and drink what you would like, and it's included as part of the all-inclusive. And it isn't then compromised in terms of what's offered. So it's a really high-end, premium all-inclusive offering. The a la carte restaurants are included as part of the all-inclusive, and all of the top shelf spirits as well as part of the all-inclusive. We don't require any dining reservations or any wristbands. So again, it's just trying to make it easier for travellers. You haven't got to run to the restaurant at 5 p.m. as soon as it opens and get in that queue for dinner. You're not going to be given my word came out wrong. You're not going to get to the queue and be given a buzzer and be asked to go away, because most of the time, you know, we have enough restaurants for the number of people that are staying in our hotels. It's a really easy process. And so people don't have to worry about 2 weeks before they're traveling, trying to think, what are they going to eat on the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday? You don't have to do that. 24-hour room service, and at our family properties we have the most amazing kids clubs, and we're also catering for the teens as well. And our famous heartfelt service, so if anybody has been to any of our properties, you'll know that as soon as you walk in and when the staff greet you, they take their right hand, place it over their heart, and that's kind of our service from the heart, which we're very, very famous for. So starting at the higher end, we're going to just look at some of these brands in a really informal way, just to get you to understand who the best traveller would be for some of these. So Hyatt Zilara is our adult-only 5-star all-inclusive brand. So this is great for the sophisticated adult that really wants to relax and unwind. So maybe they've got very busy jobs, they've got a very fast-paced life, and they really just need somewhere to go and relax in a quiet environment. So our Zalaras are quite quiet. There's not loud music playing everywhere, and it's not a crazy place. So it's really nice for those that just want that bit of quiet and they need to just relax and recharge from their busy lives. Every single one of our properties, not just Zalaras, are located on the most amazing beachfronts. But definitely with Zilara, if you've got a foodies and clients that are really into their food, then Zilara is very, very good for that. Just And most importantly, you have to be 18 or older to stay in any of our Zalaras. So we're very strict with that. We believe that adult only should be adult only, and therefore you have to be 18 to stay in these resorts. So under no exceptions, no circumstance, if somebody is a little bit younger, then unfortunately we wouldn't accept them. But it's great because we are offering this true adult only experience. And just to show you a couple of photos, so top left there is actually Hyatt Zilara Cap Cana in the Dominican Republic, one of our newer Zalaras. In the private estate of Cap Cana itself. And the food here is amazing. You can see on the bottom left our image from our restaurant journeys, which is our Indian restaurant. The food is very authentic. Our chef is from India, and he manages all of the dishes here and brings a real, true, authentic experience into the dishes. And you can actually sit inside this old railroad train, so you can actually sit and enjoy your evening meal here as well, which is a really quirky concept and experience. So we like to have those in our hotels, at least one restaurant that's a little bit different and a little bit quirky for guests to enjoy. And of course, everything's included on the all-inclusive. So even these fancy high-end a la carte, they're all part of our all-inclusive offering. And top right, the club level rooms in any of our properties that do come with butlers. But what's really interesting with Playa is if you wanted to experience a butler just for one day, you can do that. So it starts from about $150 a day. And if you had honeymooners that wanted to experience a butler for a day or two, but didn't quite have the budget for a club level room, they can certainly organise with concierge having a butler just for a day or two to experience that. So moving on to Hyatt Ziva. So this is the sister brand to Zilara. So it's exactly the same concept, except for it's family friendly for all ages. So really high end, 5-star luxury, that caters for everybody. We do get a lot of couples that stay here as well, even though we've got Zilara. And in some of our destinations, we have a Zilara right next door to a Ziva, which is amazing because anybody that's over the age of 18 in Ziva can go over to Zilara and use all of the facilities. And if you're in Zilara, you automatically get access over to the Ziva side, where in our destinations, we have the properties next door. So the Zivas are really great for families, groups of friends, and again, couples. And it's really just somewhere where you can reconnect, make good memories in that lovely Caribbean 5-star concept. So again, foodies, absolutely brilliant. And the kids clubs and teens clubs at our Ziva resorts are fantastic. The children would never ever get bored. So there's literally something to do. And the entertainment at both Ziva and Zilara throughout the day and the evening is endless. And then just some photos to kind of show that kind of family friendly entertainment and kind of what happens in Aziva. You can see top right there, one of the kids clubs. They've got the little tree houses. There's so much for them to do. We've got water parks on site at the family ones as well, and sweet shops in most of our Zivas. So, I mean, what child doesn't love the sweets? Although every time I am here, I always go fill up a big bag of sweets, get an ice cream, and there's more adults in here than there is children, which is quite interesting. But it caters for everybody, and it's really unique having a bit of a sweet shop in our Ziva resorts as well. Again, all included as part of the all-inclusive. So moving on to Sanctuary Cap Cana, we have just the one property under this brand in the Dominican Republic, and this is our 5-star livelier adult-only resort. So this really is popular with honeymooners and adults and couples that are looking for that 5-star luxury experience, but in a bit more of a fun atmosphere. So Zalara's perfect for those that want quiet, and Sanctuary's perfect for those that want it a bit of music and a bit more going on, but without it being too crazy. So again, you've got to be 18 or older to stay at Sanctuary Cap Cana, and it is now a luxury collection under the Marriott brand as well. We recently partnered with Marriott. What you'll see at the bottom is our castle section of this property. So it's actually split into 4 different sections, and the castle is one of those. And it's a really unique part of the resort where we get a lot of our honeymooners stay. Where else can you stay in the Caribbean in a castle on an all-inclusive plan with views like that? It's absolutely amazing. And one of our biggest KSPs is Sanctuary Town. So if you head out the front of the lobby and cross the road, you get into Sanctuary Town, and it's a collection of bistros and restaurants and bars. And it's just set across from the property, so locals are allowed to come into that as well. But amazing for guests is that it's actually included on the all-inclusive plan. So not only do you get the restaurants actually within inside Sanctuary itself, you can go over to Sanctuary Town and use all of those dining outlets as well as part of the all-inclusive. And I personally love that because you feel like you've gone outside of the property somewhere else, you get to talk to locals, and it's a really nice experience that you don't have to pay any extra to use. So really high end, as you could see. It's a wonderful property and definitely for honeymooners. If you've got maybe an inquiry at the moment for honeymooners and they're asking for Caribbean and you're not sure where to send them, then definitely check out Sanctuary Cap Cana. So moving on to Hilton All-Inclusive, this one poses a few questions at times because we've got our Hiltons, like a Hilton London Tower Bridge, and then we have Hilton by Playa, which is an all-inclusive brand under that. So we're offering 4.5 and 5-star family friendly and adult only options under this brand. So again, it's perfect for everybody, couples, friends and families looking for that, again, premium all-inclusive offering. So it's really lively, these resorts. There's a lot of daily and nightly entertainment. The theatre shows are absolutely fantastic. There's always a main stage centre show going on in the evening. And again, the kids clubs are amazing. And what I really love about our Hilton brand is that it feels like it's a really home away from home experience in terms of what's offered. With the one hotel in Montego. And again, so family friends as well. But it is really Perfect. As well. So, you can do that for extra cost. Can you hear me without? Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now? Okay, good. I haven't got anyone else with me, so we got there. I'm just wondering if the video, so I think you said after Jewel Grand you couldn't hear me, so I'm just going to go back just to the Jewel Resort slide. If it will let me go back. Sorry, bear with me. Trust this to happen when I haven't got Sarah with me. Okay. Right, I think we're okay. And hopefully, if I play another video and it does cut off, then someone just let me know. I did see an influx of messages, so thank you. So just in case you couldn't hear that from Jewel Resort, so this is our affordable 4-star family-friendly option for all ages. And we do have one property that's for adults only as well in Jamaica. So again, it really is perfect for everybody, families, friends and couples looking for an affordable but upscale 4-star experience. I won't play the video again because I think it is actually on a little bit later as well, and I don't want to mess up any sound. So we'll see how we go. And then moving on to Wyndham Ultra, this is our affordable 4-star option for families. So Ultra actually stands for all-inclusive travel for all, and it does exactly what it says. We've got 2 properties in Mexico, one in Cancun that's family friendly, and one down in Playa del Carmen that's for adults only. So these are really good for those that are on a bit of a smaller budget. They want that Caribbean experience, but with the 4-star price point. And again, without things being compromised. So these resorts are perfect for that, for those kind of budget conscious travellers. So I don't think you can hear the videos now, but it's better that you can hear me. So we will continue through it. And then on to Sea Dust. So it's one of the newest brands and hotels that have joined our collection. It's very unique, very different to anything else that we have in the Playa collection. And this is our 4-star budget-friendly family-focused resort near the Cancun hotel zone. So it's perfect for families that are just looking for that, again, more affordable 4-star all-inclusive option in Mexico. It's very unique. I've got to say, it's a one-of-a-kind experience. The resort itself is actually designed as though it was a cruise ship. So inside, you've kind of got that interior of it being like a cruise ship for those that have cruise. So it makes it a little bit different. And we'll show you the picture. Oh, the picture didn't come up, unfortunately. But I will share this in the follow-up just so you can see what that looks like. As you walk in, it literally looks like you're in a cruise ship, which is a little bit different. And particularly those that cruise a lot, they can have that kind of comfort in a hotel resort as well. We'll skip past that because we had a very similar one in the beginning, and I'm still, let me just go to the chat. Oh, video audio is great. Okay, I just can't hear it now. Thank you, Neil. Thank you. So just taking a little bit of a closer look, kind of geographically and where our hotels are located, because some of these places are big countries. So kind of just to put it on a map and see where we're located. So in the Dominican Republic, our properties are all very much not far from Punta Cana International Airport. The furthest hotel that we have towards the south in the La Romana area is Hilton La Romana, and even still, that's only 45 minutes away from Punta Cana International Airport. So you can kind of see it a little bit better there. Anything from 15 to 45 minutes and you're at one of our wonderful resorts. And then looking at Mexico, so we've got a lot of product in that Cancun area. We also have properties in Riviera Maya and then all the way down to Playa del Carmen as well. And then we've also got Pacific Coast that you can see there too. And again, just to put it on a map, anything from kind of 15, 20 minutes and half an hour, and then all the way down to Playa del Carmen, which is my favorite part of Mexico. And you've got 3 of our hotels down in the Playa del Carmen area as well. And then Jamaica, the smallest of them all, very easy to get to, of course. Most of our properties are just literally 10 minutes away from Montego Bay International Airport. And then we have one in Runaway Bay, which is about an hour. So you can see it a little bit better on this map here. Certainly for those that want to be in that Montego Bay area, or they want to be able to go into downtown kind of Montego Bay, our resorts there would be absolutely perfect for those wanting to explore. So then we're just going to have a little look at one of our hotels in a bit more detail. So we've introduced you to Playa. We've told you what makes it a little bit different. We've looked at some of the brands, so now you know who would be a good traveller and a good client to send to them. So we just want to go into a bit more detail on just one of our resorts in the Dominican Republic. So Jewel Palm Beach, it's one of our newest properties that joined the Playa family, and you may recognise it, and that's because before we took it over, it was Dreams Palm Beach. So if you've sold this before, or you've had clients that have been before, previously it was Dreams Palm Beach. So we took it over, did some renovations, and we actually downgraded it to a 4-star because we felt that everything it offered and everything it has was a 4-star premium experience. So it's only 20 minutes from Punta Cana International Airport. It's all inclusive, of course, and it's for all ages. So again, we get a lot of families and a lot of couples that come here, and we've got 500 rooms. So that's kind of a mid-sized resort for the Dominican Republic. And one of the best key selling points of this resort is that we've got 2 club areas. So a club area is a private dedicated area for those that have a club level room. So they'll get benefits such as upgraded amenities in their room. They'll get private check-in and check-out. and they get to use some of the a la carte restaurants for breakfast and for lunch instead of the buffet. But most importantly, they get their own swimming pool. And we've actually split it into two. So we've got, although this is a family friendly property, we've got an adult only club area. So if you're adults only on your reservation and you're in a club room, you can access this private part of the resort where there'll just be adults, which is amazing. And we do the same for families. So again, if you're a family in a club level room, you get that private pool access for families as well. So we've got 4 swimming pools, and we've got a children's pool as well. Interestingly, the kids club at this one actually accepts children from the age of 3. So I was fortunate enough to take my family here in September, and my son is only 3 years old, and he got to go and use the kids club, which was absolutely fantastic. And it's quite uncommon for kids clubs in the Caribbean to accept children under the age of 4. So if you've got families with younger children and teens, from the age of 3, then this is really, really good for that. And the kids club was fantastic as well. We've got an indoor theatre here as well. Entertainment can happen out by the pool, but we've also got that indoor theatre for live performances. We do a lot of different theme nights, and the entertainment is just super fun. And it's very kind of like local entertainment as well, which I love. There's nothing better for me. When I'm visiting a hotel, I want to experience that local dancing and music and culture. So there's a lot of that happens here, which I find really, really lovely. So just looking at the lead-in room, so this is what it looks like at Jewel Palm Beach. They can come in a king bedding configuration as well, but very spacious. And we just wanted to kind of give you an insight into what that lead-in room looked like. It will take 4 people. There's a mini bar in the room as well that's restocked daily with beer, soft drinks and water. There's even juice as well, some apple juice and some orange juice. And then on to dining. So we have 5 a la carte options at this one. So we've, as you can see them there, we've got the French, the Mexican, Asian, Italian, and our grill. And then we also have the international buffet. So there are 6 different restaurants that customers can choose to dine at here. And again, all part of the all-inclusive, no reservations required, and you don't need to pay any extra to dine at any of these and eat whatever you'd like. We also have a couple of snack bars and a coffee shop on property as well. And it's quite amazing. So when I was here in September, I was having an iced latte in the middle of the morning, and my son thought he was having an iced latte, but it was just chocolate milk with some caramel sauce. But he thought he was copying me and having his coffee in the morning. But they've got a bit of a children's menu in terms of the drinks in the coffee shop as well, which is really, really nice. And lots of things to do. With the non-motorised water sports, we've got tennis courts, there's volleyball, and the entertainment that actually happens during the day is just amazing. So there's a big board where you can look at every day, but also you can find it on our digital concierge, which we'll share with you in the follow-up. So it's just a link that you click and you can see all of the entertainment that's going on for that day. It's really good to, if you've booked a customer into any of our Playa resorts, send them their digital concierge and they can look at all of the menus of the restaurants, they can look at the activity for up to 4 weeks out, from the time that they look. So it's a really useful tool that we have. We also have our Jewel Spa, and we have a state-of-the-art fitness centre gym as well. And then I had to throw these in at the end because I did go in September, and I think sometimes there's nothing nicer than looking at some real life photos. We've got the famous photo spot. So that is me and my son on the left. This is kind of the famous spot where everybody takes their pictures at Jewel Palm Beach. The staff are amazing. When you've got families, they're always entertaining with the children and they want to speak to them. And you can see that there. It was just wonderful. And obviously swimming, of course. So happy to share those personal photos with you. And then on to Playa Rewards. So we have different versions of this. So if you're in the US and Canada, your equivalent is Agent Cash Plus. And if you're in the UK and Europe, sorry, excuse me. If you're in the UK and Europe, it's playarewards.com. We offer the same things, it's just how you kind of access that, but it really is your one-stop shop for all things Playa. So you'll find online training, we've got a massive resource centre as well. So if you're doing a lot of content stuff on social media and you want images and videos, you're going to find them on here, all of our fact sheets, and a very easy way to contact your business development managers as well. So not only does that give you all of the tools for everything that you need for Playa, we also also reward you for any of your bookings. So if you've made a booking to any of our Playa Hotels and Resorts, you will be paid in points. You just need to make sure that once you've made the booking, you log into your Playa Rewards account and you log the booking so that we can see it. And once your guest has checked in, we'll pay you in some points, and then it's completely up to you what you'd like to do with them. You're either going to earn cash rewards or you can turn them into free night stays, which I highly recommend doing, because then you get to go and see our wonderful hotels yourself as well. And then just at the moment, this is for UK agents only, so sorry everybody else, but we've launched a massive incentive for the peak booking period. So any bookings that you've made since the beginning of January all the way through to the 29th of February, we're actually giving you the chance to win one of 6 fam trip places. So we're giving away 2 places to Jamaica, 2 to Mexico, and 2 to the Dominican Republic as well. We've got other prizes that we're giving away, and our famous suitcases, our Playa branded suitcases that you can see there in the bottom left. Everybody loves those. So our top booker in January and our top booker in February will win one of those VIP suitcases. I don't go anywhere without it now. I actually use it all of the time. It's a really good case that we like to give as a prize. So let me stop. I've got to do this all on my own now, so bear with me. I've come back and I'm here. I can see myself, so I'm doing fine. So now it's my turn to ask you a question. Something that I've covered in the presentation. So how we do this is everybody needs to go to the chat section, and whoever answers this the quickest and correct first will win 10 entries into our spin to win. So I will let Sarah handle that when she hopefully gets back tomorrow. But everybody, just for joining the webinar, will receive one entry into that spin to win anyway. Okay, so I'll just give you a minute just to make sure you're all there, ready in chat. Okay. I'm going to be super nice and easy with this today. So this really is about being the quickest. So how old do you need to be to stay at any of our adult-only properties in the Playa collection? I normally do 2-part questions, so I didn't today. That was very quick. Well done to C. Mitchell. 18 is correct, and you were the fastest. So you have got 10 points into that spin to win, which we will let Sarah handle when she gets back in. So I think we had just a couple of questions. Obviously, I'm doing this on my own, so bear with me. I'm just going to read through some of these. So somebody's asked, can we accommodate special diets like food allergies or people that don't drink alcohol? Yes, we do. Food allergies are taken obviously really seriously because we need to make sure that we're being catered for with that. Actually, the chef will come and meet you personally. So if you've got a food allergy, when you check in, he or she will actually come and speak to you and just kind of go through your allergies again, and they will make sure that you've got something that you can eat every night as well, which is wonderful. So from Michelle, not quite understanding if Hyatt Zalara is a Hyatt hotel or Playa hotel, can see that reservations can be made either on Playa or Hyatt. So yes, this is quite confusing for people. So Hyatt, we are part of Hyatt, Playa by Hyatt, so guests can receive their Hyatt reward points as well. They can do that. And it's the same with Hilton. So we're part of Hyatt, but we're Hyatt by Playa. So guests can book it either or, and they can use their points. So hopefully that's cleared that up a little bit. So Alicia has said that she has a client who's interested in having their wedding at Hilton Rose Hall, and you don't know how we go about checking for available dates. So we have amazing wedding coordinators at every single one of our properties, so I can put the details in the follow-up for everybody. So Alicia, you would need to reach out to the wedding coordinators, and then they would go through all the packages that they have and how you would book those, so we can do that. Oh, and the rest is that you couldn't hear me. There's one question hiding in here from Shamoon. So which resort would be best for wellness? So any of our Zalaras, so our adult only Zalara properties, they are amazing for wellness. So that's a real big focus there. So if you wellness customers, Zalara would definitely be for that. Which properties, so this is from Selena, which properties would be best for vegans in the affordable category? Well, every single dietary requirement is catered for. So you've got the Sea Dust option, which is 4-star. You've got the Jewel Resorts, which is 4-star. I would say that would be great, the Jewel Resorts. There's a lot more eatery options, but it doesn't really matter where you are because all dietary requirements are catered for. So I think that was it. The other questions were you guys trying to let me know that you couldn't hear me. But thank you so much for being patient. We know you're busy as well, so we really appreciate you coming along to the webinar today. We'll put a very detailed follow-up so that everything that we've spoken about today, you know where to find the information and who to contact, so that you've got all of the tools that you need to sell us. And if at any point you just ever need to reach out to us to support you, or you really need some help just kind of closing that sale with your clients, then please reach out to us because we want to support you as much as we can. So yeah, we'll do the follow up and hopefully Sarah's back soon. So thank you all so much for being so patient with me, and I will see you again soon. Have a good day, everyone. Bye bye.